Good day everyone, it's Grizzly's story time. Today I'm going to tell you a story about Figgy and Floppy. They are on another adventure. Figgy and Floppy have had lots of great adventures, as I'm sure you know. I wonder where they're going today. Let's find out. This is a unique story created by myself, and it's called The Enchanted Glitter Pond. Let us begin. One bright morning, Figgy and Floppy were playing leapfrog and deciding what they would like to do today. Hey Figgy, I heard someone say there is a beautiful magic glitter pond nearby, where there are lots of juicy flies. Really? Do you know where it is? Figgy asked. Not really, but if we set off, maybe we can ask someone on the way, replied Floppy. Okay, well at least we will have a great adventure, said Figgy. So off they went on their quest to find the enchanted glitter pond, where the water sparkled like diamonds and the flies tasted like candy. They hopped excitedly through the forest, their spirits as high as their leaps. Along the way, they came across a turtle named Tilly, who had lost a shell. Hi, my name's Figgy, and this is my friend Floppy. We're trying to find our way to the magic glitter pond. Do you know the way? Hi, Figgy and Floppy. My name is Tilly. I'm also looking for something. My shell. I seem to have lost it. Wow, oh my God, how did you lose your shell? I have never seen a turtle without a shell. You do look funny, said Floppy. You really are rude, Floppy. That's not a nice way to talk to someone you've only just met, said Figgy. I'm only joking. Let's help Tilly find a shell, said Floppy. Figgy and Floppy sprang into action, searching high and low until they found Tilly's shell by the riverbank. Here it is, Tilly. I found it down near the riverbank. You must be more careful in future, said Floppy. Oh, I will, don't worry. I didn't like it without my shell. That's my home, you know. Yes, we know that, Tilly. Anyway, I'm pleased you have it back now, replied Figgy. Tilly was so grateful that she gave them a map to the enchanted glitter pond as a thank you gift. With the map in hand, the two friends journeyed on, facing challenges and solving puzzles. They helped a colony of ants cross a stream by placing a few branches across the water, and they even taught a young bird how to fly. Their hearts were full of joy as they made new friends and spread happiness wherever they went. Finally, they arrived at the glitter pond. At last we're here, Figgy. Oh my, it's even more beautiful than I could have imagined, said Floppy. You are right, my friend. It is magnificent, and look how it sparkles. It looks like it's full of diamonds, replied Figgy. And look at those juicy flies. Are they real? We better start eating before they all vanish like magic, said Floppy. They both laughed and laughed. Well, that's the end of Figgy and Floppy's adventure. They really had a great time, didn't they? And the enchanted glitter pond was even better than they had ever imagined. The water was indeed sparkling, and the flies were the sweetest they had ever tasted. Figgy and Floppy celebrated their successful adventure with a grand feast, and I believe they realized that the true magic of the glitter pond wasn't just in its beauty, but in the journey and the friends they helped along the way. See you again soon. Bye! Good day everyone, it's Grizzly's story time. Today I'm going to tell you another story about Figgy and Floppy. Yes, they're on another of their adventures. Figgy and Floppy have had lots of great adventures, as I'm sure you know. This is a unique story created by myself, and it's called The Mermaid Rescue. It sounds very interesting. Let's begin. Hi Figgy, are you ready for another adventure? Asked Floppy. Oh, I suppose so. I was going to just have a lazy day lying on this lily leaf. I caught loads of flies, replied Figgy. I was thinking we could explore that old cove where the shipwreck is. Can you remember it? Asked Floppy. Yes, I can. We had a great time when we explored that area before. Great idea, Floppy. I can already smell the salty air. Let's go, replied Figgy. Off they went as fast as they could, hopping and leaping with joy at the thought of exploring the old shipwreck again. Finally, they arrived. We're here, Figgy. It's exciting, isn't it? I wonder if we'll be able to catch lots of little fish again, said Floppy. Yes, I'm excited also, and I'm sure we will be able to catch and eat lots of fish. After all, it is the seaside, replied Figgy. Just then, they heard a faint cry and a melody. It sounded like someone was singing, but it was a sound like they'd never heard before. Did you hear that, Figgy? Floppy croaked. Yes, Figgy replied. I think it's coming from the old shipwreck in the cove. Let's investigate. And so the two friends hopped along the marshy path, their wet feet squelching in the mud as they reached the shipwreck. Oh my God, what is that? It's so beautiful, shouted Floppy in surprise. There, lying on the bed of seaweed, was the most enchanting creature they had ever seen. It was a mermaid. Her tail shimmered and her hair flowed down into the sea, but she looked so sad. Her eyes were filled with pain. Hello, Figgy croaked, trying to sound brave. I'm Figgy, and this is my friend Floppy. Why are you sad? What happened to you? The mermaid winced. I was swimming too close to the surface when a fishing net ensnared me. I managed to escape, but my tail was injured. My name is Faith. Floppy puffed out his chest. We shall find a way to help you. Figgy scratched his head. But how, Floppy? How can we help? We're just frogs. The mermaid smiled. Frogs can be heroes too. There's a magical seashell hidden deep in the cove. Its glow can heal any wound. If only you could find it. Figgy and Floppy looked at each other. We'll find the seashell, they both said at the same time. So off they went through the tangled vines and murky waters, their little hearts thumping with excitement and fear. They encountered fireflies that whispered riddles, dragonflies that hummed ancient tunes, and a wise old turtle who shared his advice. Finally, they reached the heart of the cove. There was a shimmering pool surrounded by glowing mushrooms, and there it was, the seashell of healing, nestled among the water lilies. I think that's the shell Faith the mermaid needs, said Figgy. Floppy grabbed the seashell and they raced back to the mermaid. Here it is, Faith. Well, we think it's the one that you need. It is glowing, said Floppy. Thank you. Yes, it's the right one, replied Faith. She cradled the shell in her hands and her tail started to glow. Slowly, scales knitted together and her pain melted away. Thank you, brave frogs, she said, tears in her eyes. You saved me. Oh, it was nothing really, said Figgy. Nothing? I was scared to death. I thought I was going to die, replied Floppy. The mermaid laughed and leaned closer. As a token of my gratitude, I will grant you both a wish. Figgy thought of what he could wish for. I would like endless supply of the juiciest ever flies, said Floppy. But then Figgy spoke up. We wish for a friendship that lasts forever, he said. The mermaid smiled. Done. And yes, Floppy, you can have your wish too. And so, Figgy, Floppy and Faith the mermaid became unlikely friends. They swam together and shared secrets under the moonlight. And whenever Figgy and Floppy heard a distant cry, they knew it was Faith the mermaid's haunting melody, a reminder of their magical adventure. And Floppy was the happiest frog, as he was surrounded by the juiciest flies ever. That's the end of this Figgy and Floppy adventure. It was really magical, wasn't it? Figgy, Floppy and Faith the mermaid discovered that true magic lies in friendship, courage, and the healing glow of a seashell. I was thinking what I would wish for if I was granted a wish. Maybe a massive jar of honey. How about you? What would you wish for? See you again next time. Bye!